Our next performance is entitled Aki's Adventure Down Under.
Okay. It is early one morning in a small flat in a quiet suburb of Tokyo. The sun is rising slowly in the east. The birds are chirping. Everything is a picture of tranquility.
But why New Zealand? It is so far away, there's nothing there, and the men are very big and rough.
But you know, I have always wanted to travel. It is time for me to go and spread my wings. It is time for me to seek my fame and fortune. It is time for me to go to New Zealand. And besides, I have already found a place to stay.
What? Where?
In Christchurch, in a flat with two guys called Peter and Paul. My friend Rieko says they are super cool.
It is here that we first meet Aki, a young Japanese girl full of adventure, who dreams of travelling the world, seeing new places and meeting new people. It is 1 week later, and a very confused Aki is wandering through the Christchurch airport.
Welcome to Christchurch, New Zealand. The temperature today is cold and it doesn't look like getting any better. So I hope you guys brought your woolly jumpers. Have a nice day.
Wow, I hope I have done the right thing. I'm very worried. I have given up everything to come here and I need to get a work visa. I hope that my new flatmates have remembered to pick me up.
Aki looks around the airport lounge, trying to find her new flatmates. She sees two guys in tracksuits and tennis shoes, with their caps on back to front, at the end of a bar drinking beer. They appear to have a cardboard sign with them. On it is written in big letters, IKA.
Maybe they're looking for me. Maybe they're my new flatmates. But Ika means squid in Japanese. I am not a squid. Excuse me, are you Peter and Paul?
Why, yes, young lady, who are you?
I am Aki.
Oh, Christ, you're a complete drongo, Paul. I told you her name started with an A.
Oh, never mind, she's here now. You got through customs quickly. We only had time to knock back a couple before you found us.
Come on, let's get going. I want to beat the rush hour traffic.
10 minutes later, Aki arrives at a new flat and is quickly shown to a room and given the guided tour. The flat is much larger than she is used to, but Aki thinks that overall the flat is pretty cool, and it has a spa.
Peter and Paul seem very nice. A bit different from Japanese men, and they're very hairy. I can't wait to have a spa. It looks very relaxing.
1 week later, and Aki is getting into the swing of flat life.
Aki! Get out of the shower!
Peter and Paul are indeed super cool, but she is discovering that New Zealand has very different ideas and customs to her own. It's Saturday morning at the flat, a day where good Kiwi blokes go off to the hardware store to buy all the things they need to do jobs around the home. Peter has noticed that one of the doors is a bit loose and needs a new hinge.
Geez, Paul, that door's a bit loose. I think you need a new hinge.
All right, mate. Best I go to the Hardy this morning to pick one up.
Can I come too?
All right, you can come.
Yeah, I'll come too.
The boys and Aki hop into the flat's van and head off to the local hardware store. 5 minutes later, they pull into the parking lot outside a huge orange building.
Can I have a salesperson down to chainsaws, please? Sales to chainsaws.
Aki gasps in amazement. She looks absolutely stunned. It is the first time she has ever been to a hardware store. But is she amazed at all the new tools? Is she amazed at the size of the store? No, she is amazed because the store is full of New Zealand women.
What's the matter, Aki? You feeling all right? You look a bit white.
Women! This store is full of women! What are they doing here? This would never happen in Japan.
Oh, well, these are Kiwi women, mate. The toughest in the world. You see that woman over there?
Aki looks to her left. There's a Kiwi woman carrying 6 lengths of 4x2 over her shoulder. She's wearing shorts, a t-shirt, and is wearing jandals.
That's Cheryl. She's building a deck this weekend, but that's okay. Her boyfriend is making scones for this morning smoke, eh?
She's a top sugar, that Cheryl. She's going to help me rehang the door later on this arvo.
Oh, brilliant! Tell her to bring some of those scones with her. I hear her bloke makes a wicked savoury scone.
Would you like to meet Cheryl, Aki?
Aki nods.
Yes, please, but are you sure that she's normal?
I reckon she is. Hey, Cheryl!
Cheryl looks at the boys, gives them a quick nod, and wanders over.
How's it going, lads?
Oh, not bad, not bad. Meet Aki, our new flatmate.
She's from Japan.
It's her first time in a hardware store.
Crikey! A hardware store virgin? I didn't think that there were any of them left. Hell of a place, isn't it? Man, I get emotional every time I come here.
Half an hour later, the boys and Aki are back at the flat. They have a new hinge for the door. 2 hours later, there's a knock at the door. It's Cheryl. She has come to fix the door. She is still wearing a t-shirt, shorts and jandals, but this time she is also wearing her builder's belt.
I'm ready, boys. Where's the door that needs fixing?
Oh, just here, Cheryl. Thanks for doing this. You're a real beaut.
I've whacked a 6-pack of beer in the fridge for you, Cheryl. All yours when you're done.
Oh, thanks, boys. You're a ripper.
You really know how to do this? Japanese guys cannot even do this. How did you learn?
I did a building course when I left school. Been building for 10 years. Absolutely love it.
Aki, don't girls do this sort of thing in Japan? Well, what do they do then?
We don't do DIY kind of stuff. It is not at all for girls like me.
I reckon, Aki, you're a whip.
I am different. DIY is not popular in Japan. Girls never do this sort of thing. What she's doing now is for a professional, and only a professional would use a builder's belt. She's not a normal girl.
Jeez, I wouldn't say it too loud if I were you. You'd easily get offended.
Aki. In New Zealand, she's very normal. Kiwi girls can do anything. Except cook.
Hey, shut up, you drongos, or I'll give you a clip.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, Cheryl.
Sorry. Carry on, Cheryl.
Yep.
She's amazing. And all those women at the hardware store, I think Kiwi women are stronger than blokes.
Ah, good on you, Aki. Now, I've got a manicure booked in 10 minutes. Would you like to join me? I could do with some female company.
Really? I'd love to.
30 minutes later, Aki is relaxing in a big comfy chair, having her nails buffed, and sipping a cool glass of Lindauer. Maybe, she thinks, New Zealand girls are not too different after all. Meeting Cheryl was a shocking first experience for Aki. As she sat in the chair, she couldn't help but think about what she had seen today. As she sat in the chair, she couldn't help but think about what she had seen today.